Hold on to your butts. These are the Squashbuckler Diaries. Welcome back. My name is Guy Hasson and you are listening to the Squashbuckler Diaries podcast. Episode 213, the story, the epic fantasy story about Joy Shelley's life in a dream. We follow her from birth to death. She's going to be a heroine, but right now she's a kid and we found out what makes her future heroiness be, what makes up a heroine. That's what we're finding out. The more we hear about her, the more stuff we know about the dream. What is it like to grow up in a dream with a father who disappears? When he wakes up, they don't know he's in a dream. They have a life of adventure because that's what he dreams about. They are watched over by the Red Dragon. She's learning from age possibly 0. We've seen age 2, how to be a heroine, how to have adventures. We saw her be a heroine at age 5.5, sacrificing herself for the dragon, knowing it's the only way she'll survive, doing something crazy. There are also mysteries in the dream, because why is a girl born into the dream? How is it that she has a father who is not a biological father, who is raising her in his dream? Who is the Red Dragon? And we've established is not from Justin's dream. Who is looking for Joy outside Justin's dream, as the Red Dragon keeps telling us? Who has enslaved the Red Dragon? So many questions, and also stuff about death, which we've talked about previously. And lots of small mysteries. Why do some things stay behind when Justin wakes up, and most things disappear? So why do some things stay behind? Why does the ship stay behind? Why do the villains stay behind? Why do certain places stay behind and others don't? And, so many questions. And we're only at episode 213, still opening up the world of the dream for Joy. Okay, so last time, they're having fun with dolphins. Joy wanted to pet them, and then suddenly she shouted and said, no way. She was scared and adamant and wouldn't touch them. And she wouldn't say why. And now, today, we find out. Episode 214, The Dragon's Warning. Joy's age 4, told by the Red Dragon. It had been a few minutes since Dragonfather and Dragon Little had left the dolphins. The dolphins in the ocean disappeared as soon as Bonny's revenge left the earth, since Dragonfather no longer needed to dream about them. Dragonfather left the helm and sat down on the railing next to the plank. 4-year-old Dragon Little was sitting on the plank itself, astride, legs hugging the plank. She was not afraid to fall. She was too used to the plank and the steadiness of Bonny's revenge. So, Dragonfather said, "Want to tell me what happened there with the dolphins?" Dragon Little looked him in the eyes. "It's red, Dad." "Red," he repeated, my ears perked up as I sat up, far above them, in my hiding place. Red was Dragon Little's nickname for me. "We haven't seen her in..." "Remember when we went out to get ice cream with her?" she said. By the way, side note, that is episode 169 of the podcast called Death Part 5, Licking Ice Cream with the Dragon. Moving on. "Yeah," he said. He was not following, and neither was I. "She told me. Do you remember what she told me?" He shook his head. I sighed. I remembered what I told her. "She told me that if I love someone, they die and don't come back." Side note again. That is episode 170 of the podcast. Death Part 6, Death is Final, Sometimes. Back to the story. Dragonfather was deep in thought. "So I can't touch the dolphins. I don't want to love them. I don't want them to die forever." Dragonfather kept thinking, okay, I get that. He took her hand. I don't know what Red meant. She's mysterious, right?" Dragon Little nodded. I smiled. "Mysterious? Me? If my cheeks could burn, I'm sure they would have. How did I achieve such a status? I'm just a lost, unlucky child, then an adult. I did not know what to do with myself from embarrassment. So, Dragonfather continued, regardless of what she meant, she does have a point. If we, took them as pets or something and loved them, one day a pirate may try to kill them. The life we live is too dangerous for pets or anything. She frowned. I don't think you're responsible for their deaths. That's silly, but let's not take them as pets, okay? She nodded. Feeling better? She smiled and nodded again. Shall we go on adventure? She smiled and jumped to stand on the plank. Adventure! She yelled. Told by the Red Dragon. Hashtags Joy, Justin, the Red Dragon, Death Dolphins. So, what did the Red Dragon mean? What did she mean? And why is she mysterious? Ha ha. Oh, she liked listening to that. That's nice. I didn't remember that part. Is it a compliment? I'm not sure. I don't think I should say anything. I would check the entire Death Arc, not just episodes 5 and 6 of the Death Arc. But I would go back and listen to what the Red Dragon says. I will also remind you that a few episodes later, while still in the Death Arc, the Red Dragon tries to explain herself. Anyway, if you're interested in the nature of death in the dream and why the Red Dragon would say that anything Joy loves dies forever, and also, of course, forever means in the dream you can make things come back, right? Except some things can't, which what death was about. I shouldn't say anything more. If you're interested, go back and listen again. The clues are there. So, I will see you tomorrow. Please tell your friends about this podcast. Let people know. Let's get the word out. Joy is slowly growing up. And soon, in the beginning of next year, she will be 6 and find out she's in a dream. And then other stuff happens. But until then, we find out what that dream life is right now. So, I will see you tomorrow with Counting Unicorns. And now, the credits. The Squashbuckler Diaries are written and read by me, Guy Hasson. All the tags mentioned in this story are searchable at the website. You can find all the stories there in written form and, in fact, 150 Squashbuckler Diaries more. The Squashbuckler Diaries is the diary of Joy Shelley, the girl who lives in dreams. She'll be called the Forgotten Girl by her father. She'll be a true heroine. She'll change the world. This project shows her entire life from birth to death. Check out the website at guyhasson.com. That's GUYHASSON.com. I've been an author and a playwright for more than 30 years, and this is the first time I've used the guyhasson.com website, because The Girl in the Dream is my life project. If you have questions, if you want to comment, please do. You can comment at the website or email me at guyhasson@gmail.com. That's GUYHASSON@gmail.com. The theme music is called Brass Gentleman and is created by Thomas Harudek. My name is Guy Hasson, and this is my life project. Come back tomorrow, and tomorrow, and tomorrow for more.